Fair use.
Modest get-togethers, others hedonistic romps. For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside Diddy parties.
Diddy once threw a party on a jet flying around the world. Now, it started on a Tuesday and somehow ended on the previous Sunday. I don't know how he did that.
Now that I'm engaged, I've decided to slow down a little. 3 Diddy parties a week. Maybe 4. Well, not including the weekends.
Boy, I remember one day we went to this Diddy party. Well, what happened? Lil Jon forgot his pimp cup.
Yep.
D-Rock went to Diddy and asked if he had a pimp cup Lil Jon can borrow.
And he had a whole bunch of pimp cups.
He had a pimp set.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
The Diddy party legend continues tonight at 8 p.m. 7 Central.
Let's jump right into it, man. The Diddy party continues, but not outside, in jail. His bail has been denied for the 3rd time, and the allegations against him just keep piling up. From accusations from racketeering to trafficking to claims of witness tampering. Even behind bars. This is shaping up to be the most shocking legal battle in entertainment history. Diddy ain't got nothing on the juice. RJ.
O.J. Simpson is what you mean, right?
Oh man. Everything you say, you can even use the guy's nickname because it's alluding to something. When it's Diddy, everything is fluid these days. I don't know why.
But then I just wanted, so I'm trying to say
OJ, yes. I mean OJ, yes.
For the no, I'm saying for the audience. So when you say the Jews, you're saying O.J. Simpson. That's not. I don't need. I don't need you to thank this channel. Okay? I don't need you to. I'm trying to help you. When you said the Jews, I was like, where is this dude going? But then, you're talking about OJ.
OJ, yes, the original juice.
Yes,
the juice
hey,
man.
guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in. As you guys know, whatever your thoughts are during the show, let it known. Drop it down below. The best comment will be highlighted in a future show. We will have, just like in this show, we have a comment of the week that will be coming up later on. So if you have a hot take, do not hesitate to let us know. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. KaiR, I think we can start with the first segment, which is
Diddy.
Yeah, I'll let you explain.
Yes. Diddy has been held up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn since his arrest in September and is now facing, of course, those charges which I mentioned before. And also 24 civil lawsuits accusing him of coercion, blackmailing, all types of other stuff. I mean, I'm not going to use a minor, but we know when I say that. There's nothing to do with Drake in this case. But yeah, it's getting crazy. And last week we talked about the possibility of him actually getting out. This was the closest he has ever been to getting out. All for it to turn out into a big denial. And why do you think they denied it, RJ?
Why did they deny it?
The same reason we said why it's being denied. It's the same reason. It seemed like they were gonna work with him, but it came down to the coercion stuff, the whole time to tampering with
Tampering, yeah.
It's yeah.
We showed a video during during the Thursday episode of last week, which would be 214.
Yeah.
Where we discussed this, or at least we didn't discuss it. We showed a lawyer who's usually very spot on things like this. He was saying, hey, there's a chance that Diddy might get bail, citing some arguments. But in a show prior to that, when the bill was denied a second time, we talked about the fact that he was calling people, basically tampering with the investigation, and that for that reason, he couldn't be allowed. So the court finds that he shouldn't be on the streets. He shouldn't be a free man. And so it is what it is. The third denial is also based on the same reason, and I think it's a valid reason.
Yep.
Because people have been talking reckless about him, and who knows what he can do.
Hey, his kids ran up on Ray J.
The baby old squad ran up on Ray J because
man.
Ray J was talking.
Crazy.
Ray J was talking crazy about him. And so, so the court will probably, Diddy will probably remain incarcerated.
Yep,
but
still me.
The prosecutor has. So the question is, how long will because we talked about the case probably being started in
May 2025.
Yeah.
It's like
so the question is, will he remain incarcerated then? His lawyers will probably keep on trying to fight it because they will argue that, hey, the prosecutor is just taking too long. And it's not fair that the prosecutor is still not done with the investigation while my client is incarcerated.
Yeah.
And so it's just a matter of, I think they will try it again in one way, shape, or form because Diddy has that money, especially after liquidating some assets.
Yeah, you'll have to.
But if you're knowing Diddy and knowing who he is, and not personally, but from what you hear, different people saying about him, which
Please
is
repeat that again.
not personal.
Okay. Making sure they clip that out as well.
Yeah. He's someone that's persisting in doing what has to be done to get what he wants. And so with someone with that mindset, the first thing he will do is pick up a phone and call. So I think for now, I mean, it's due to his own doing. And it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. It's just he was trying to jump the jump. I can't use the word. Jump in front of the prosecution, trying to avoid them getting in contact with potential eyewitnesses. And as a judge, and this is the thing, right? It's about hedging the risk because a judge cannot risk to release him, and then it turns out that he contacts the witnesses anyway. It's gonna look crazy. So it makes total sense for them to say, you know what? It's safer for this whole thing to just keep it as is, status quo. We won't have the problem of him calling. If he calls a witness, we can see who he's calling. We can monitor who is calling. Maybe we cannot listen, but we can see who he's calling. So those are the things that also take into these judges take into consideration, because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, he trends a witness, or he gets into a witness head, and they don't show up to the they don't show up to court. That's gonna be a bad look on the judge and the whole prosecution. Remember this one?
Book that for
Of
like
course.
the 14th when the
Fair
soundtrack
use.
comes out. If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. I love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do it, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything. Book that for.
Whatever I want, I have to get.
This is the reason why I'm playing is because what you said earlier. That perseverance, basically
Yep.
getting through the wall. Whatever he wants, he gets. Sometimes you
Yeah,
gotta
and
push it. Maybe did he push it too long? Anyway, continue.
yeah, and I mean it's in the wording as well, right? It's not whatever I want, I can get. It's I have to get.
Just like Trump said, they let you grab it.
Yeah. He didn't say
It's the
I
wording.
grab.
No, they let you grab. It's the wording, like you said, the wording is very
Yeah,
important.
it's consent. Let you is consent.
And here, he gets it, whether you
Yeah.
want it or not.
Yeah. I have to get it.
But yeah, I mean, this is clear. I think it's clear cut. There's nothing here else to say that. I mean, and this is why we showed different perspectives at our show, right? We first showed you the real reason why he's in there. He's not released yet. We also show you the other side where it's a fair. We try to give a fair view and also take that into consideration. Like, what is his crazy lawyer? Because I mean, the guy is crazy. I don't know how he's. We've been saying this. This guy's gonna tank his chances. But we need to show that part as well. So that's why also last week was a very different show where we kind of considered the idea of him getting off, of getting bail. Obviously, he didn't, and I mean it's clear that it ain't gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna get anything, RJ. I don't think they're gonna risk it because it's not because of his him being able to flee the country or something. It's more that calling he's gonna try to call someone, maybe not on his phone, but someone near him will come with a phone and he'll call through that phone, and they ain't gonna take that risk.
Yeah, but I think we shouldn't be surprised or shocked. I'm not familiar with the U.S. law, including procedural law. But what I do know is that if there's anything else that they can do, they will do it. So it's not like Diddy will just sit there and accept. You will look for alternatives. Okay, maybe I can get out, but while I'm here, What can we do in the next 6 months? Because I can't stay still. What's next?
Yep.
What's next?
Mustard. That's what's next. They were talking. Hey, I don't know if that's usual, because I don't follow everyone who's in jail or in prison. But last week, when on Thanksgiving, they dropped like a menu. I don't know if you saw that one. They dropped a
I don't
menu.
remember. No.
What Diddy will be eating at in detention center. So I'm like, what is this something? Is this now the thing where they're sharing what people are gonna eat in jail while they're waiting their trial? Hey man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's on the one hand, this is the thing. I don't understand what the strategy is with regards to his kids, because when you see the dad is locked up, and maybe the strategy they decided to go for is that the kids are unbothered and they can continue with their lives. But simultaneously, what they are saying in court is that the kids are missing their dads, but you don't see that in the Instagram. You don't see that in the pictures they're sharing. You see them, one of the sons going out, having a good time. I mean, I understand that, but you have to have an alignment on whatever you're saying in court and what you're portraying on social media. Because, I mean, people watch, people see this stuff. Would you say that?
Yeah, it needs to be realistic, and last thing you want is to appear ungenuine, especially in a moment like this.
Yeah.
When you have a victim, no, a suspect in a case, any type of case, and you have enough evidence that shows that that he's guilty of what he's being accused of. So I'm not saying when there's not enough evidence, because then it's normal for him to say, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. But if there's enough evidence during the case that points to the fact that he committed an unlawful act or crime, you want to see that person, especially a jury, wants to see that person repent. You want to see that person disappointed in himself. You want to see that he's sorry for what he did,
Also,
so
the
that
family.
definitely matters. I mean, that definitely matters when it's a suspect. Now, the sons aren't part of the case, at least not as suspects. But if you're going to say something, you want to be more convincing. This is what I want to say. So it definitely plays a role. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, they're partying it up. They're partying it up. The one of the sons, and this is the thing, right? I don't know if these sons, these kids actually. It seems like they're all using the same mode as their dad, and no one is trying to run a business or something like that. They're all partying it up. It's definitely not a good look. Definitely, none of them is saying, "Okay, let's take charge." I mean, one is dropping vlogs of him flying around, having fun. I mean, not saying that they shouldn't have fun, but you got I mean, the perception thing is very important in court, and that can also help in getting your dad off, or at least not off. Let's get him out of jail temporarily till May. And these things, Um, yeah, you gotta be very very mindful and very strategic about these things. Hey, anything else you want to say about him?
Nothing
Because
else.
guys, it's crazy out here. Diddy is still in jail waiting for his case going forward. He will stay there till May, so it seems. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this. Should Diddy be granted bail, or is the court right in this situation? Do you think the allegations of witness tampering and using jailhouse apps, do you think that's real? Do you think that he's actually running the jail? People are saying he's running jails. People are saying that the inmates are making his bed, like he's the king of the jail right now. Is he doing more? Are the Diddy's parties going on in jail? Who knows? New stage. Let us know in the comments. Drop your thoughts. The best comments will be featured in one of our future videos. Make sure you share your hottest take. Jesus. RJ.
Yes. Hey guys, as KaiR said, we will be mentioning the best comments. So if you have a hot take, let it be known, so we can. Let's say if we select it, we can mention it in a future show. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. And with that being said, KR, and thank you for subscribing as well. Let's keep the conversations going, KR. We can move to the next segment.
Yes, the next segment is your thoughts comment of the week. And in this week, we have a comment that was shared in the double thought clips. These accusations are wild. Diddy's lawsuit might be getting out of hand. That's what one of the Diddy shows we did before. And we have a commenter. Wait a second. Let me see. Where is it? Go down. Scott Jean. Maybe family of. Who knows? Look at this idiota. Again, the black man not taking accountability for their actions try to blame. Oh. Blame it on elsewhere. He's on videotape mollywhopping the ish out of Cassie multiple times. And of course, it's a 120. Let's see what you're saying, actually, RG. Let me share my screen real quick. What did you say? Oh, did I say something?
But hey, it's just a black man being set up by the machine. Before
Yo! Oh my God! Yo!
run it back just a bit. So
On this. Oh my God! I thought Yo!
run it back a bit so we can get more context.
What
Just a
the
bit.
heck? I'll run the bet a little bit more. Put it to 13. What the heck?
Yeah, the lawsuits are getting out of hand. Can you show it? There are a lot of lawsuits.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh man, I thought it was a serious comment. Actually, Audrey.
Yeah, the lawsuits are getting out of hand. There are a lot of lawsuits. But hey, it's just a black man being set up by the machine. Before we proceed, guys, remember, as KaiR said,
this is what you get when you pull out the lawyer face without any emotions.
there's probably someone that's new
I
to
understand. I knew it was a joke, but I know what type of jokes you make. I guess maybe
Yeah.
Gene is not a frequenter here. Maybe subscribe so you enjoy this more frequent, this type of sarcasm, and you get used to it, Gene.
Yeah. I have a dry humor, and those who, so the thinkers, what do we call them?
Dots.
The dots. Yeah. The dots, which
That's
is
our
the
community, guys. If you don't know, that's the
dots is our
dots.
community. So dots members, they're accustomed to it. They come to enjoy it. It's like something they look forward to. I make jokes, and I make a lot of times are dry jokes as well. So, but it wasn't serious at all. It was very sarcastic,
No,
and I don't believe that Scott Jean, I believe is his name, is really
Scott.
is really familiar with the channel and our program, because if he goes through our catalog, you will see that we've done a bunch of Diddy
Yeah, we kicked his ass.
related content. I don't want to say Diddy videos. Diddy related content. That's also a joke, Scott. So that's
Smile a
just
little bit, Archie. When you're telling a joke, smile so they know it's not real.
yeah. I'll try to make it more obvious.
The
Yeah,
thing
I'll try
is,
to make it more
I'll
obvious.
be honest. You wanted to mention this a little bit and talk about it. I didn't watch on purpose. I didn't press on the 120 to see what
Oh, you
Gene was
didn't?
referring to. No, so that's why
Oh.
my reaction was like it was, because I'm like, what the heck is this?
Scott Scott is not a frequent here, but
man.
in any
Nah,
case,
man.
Scott,
Hey, shout
welcome
out
to
to
the
Scott for
channel.
checking us out. Yes, shout out to him.
It's good to also see
Welcome.
that your values are aligned. So okay, let's put aside the fact that the joke didn't go over as intentioned. In any case, it's good to see that you're also aligned
Yes.
in the context of your norms and values. So that's also good to see. Here on the channel, we a lot of people, and you commented this during the Monday show. Not only are we seeing like a growth in the amount of growth in traction and supporters and comments, but also the quality of the comments have become better. It took a while because I think social media is filled with ratchetness
Yeah.
and couch potatoes, people who don't do anything with their lives and are only looking for drama. But it's good to see that we are attracting more and more people who are, on the one hand, interested in what we talk about, which is basically a combination of like the culture, but also like on a more intellectual level, on a more critical level as well. Talking about music, talking about artists, also court cases. We've done a lot. We've been following a lot of cases during the existence of this channel. Different kinds of cases, especially celebrity cases. We're not lawyers, at least not American lawyers, so we can't go into the technicality, but we just talk about it, cover it. And it's good to see that we are slowly but surely attracting good quality people. Doesn't mean that you like the channel, doesn't mean that you agree with the channel, but if you just comment respectfully. I mean, the idiot part, that could have been left out, to be honest, Scott. But hey, we're a forgiving channel, unless we block you. But we're not gonna block you.
Forgiving channel. Put your hands on the table. Let's see which finger we need to take off. After that, you're forgiven. No, so this is the thing, right? I do agree with you on that, RJ. There is a growth. We see the people are responding and reacting very positive towards the content. The thing is this, right? And I think if he had seen more videos, he would have noticed that actually what you said is totally opposite to what you believe. And we do this is what our show is about: taking accountability, taking your life in your own hands and making the moves, and also if something goes wrong, standing for the mistakes you made. So anyway, thank you for commenting, and hope to see you more often here around the Double Thought clips and the Double Thought main channel. Anything else you want to say, Ajay?
No, nothing else. Thank you for commenting. We appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go to the next part, which is the Reddit. You also have a Reddit story. Always have a Reddit story for us. Um, yeah, RJ, what do you? I mean, you always have a comment. Jesus, common situation which we cover. What do you have for us today?
Yeah. In this show, we're going to talk about, in this segment at least, we're going to talk about wills. As in, I have a will. When I pass away, what do I put in my will? What do I don't put in my will? Guys, for those of you who don't know, wills are something that um, they're very interesting. So I'm a lawyer, I'm a practicing lawyer, but I don't practice in the States. So I don't know US law. I also don't do inheritance law. That's not what I do. But I do know that that's not the core of my business. But through my almost 10 years career, I've seen a lot of cases. Some people try to change. Yeah, okay. You have your own will. A will is yours, right? You decide what you put in the will. It's your will. That's why it's called a will. You decide to whom you want to leave your belongings to whom you want to leave your inheritance to. That's a very personal choice. In reality, what you see is a lot of people try to pressure or manipulate people into creating a will that would benefit them or changing their will in a way that would benefit them. Sometimes they will wait until a relative, a loved one has KaiR, this is a serious matter, man. Has dementia or Alzheimer, and then they will take them with in a demented state to go and get a will passed. Okay.
That's crazy.
A lot of problems. This is the cause of a lot of problems. Usually people who do that are a-holes and losers, but okay.
Hey.
Did you want to say something, KaiR?
Maybe we need to start taking fingers of people who do that, but okay. Forgiveness is very close.
Yeah. So this story goes as follows. This is a story about a brother. I'm going to just quote it, right? The title is, "Am I wrong for refusing to change my will after my brother asked for, quote, fairness for his kids? I'm a 36-year-old man and I am unmarried with no kids.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm very close to my niece of 10 and my nephew of 8 from my younger sister, Emma. I've been in their lives since they were born, and I love them like they're my own. Over the years, I've set aside a significant portion of my savings for them in my will, including some property I own, as I want them to have a good start in life. My older brother, Dave, who's 38, recently found out about my will. He has 3 kids of 12, 9, and 7 respectively. But to be honest, we're not that close. He moved to another state years ago, and I only see his family once or twice a year. His kids are fine, but we don't have that same bond. When Dave learned I left most of my assets to Emma's kids, he got upset and accused me of favoring them unfairly. He argued that since he has more kids, they need the money more, and that splitting my estate equally among all 5 kids would be the right thing to do.
Continue.
I told him no. I explained that my money is mine to allocate and it's going to the kids I have an actual relationship with. He called me selfish. I know you're going to come back to that word. He called me selfish and said I was punishing his kids for
What?
circumstances beyond their control.
What?
My parents are now involved and think I should keep the peace by leaving something for the kids, for
What?
Dave's kids. But Emma has my back. Emma's a
Of
real one.
course. Emma has her back. What are we
Emma
talking
has
about?
your back with no skin in the game.
Yeah.
Emma has my back. And
Well,
says
she
I'm
has other
doing-
skin in the game.
Emma has my back. Doesn't say stepsister anywhere. Emma has my back and says I'm doing nothing wrong. So he's asking KaiR, is he wrong for denying his brother and only leaving inheritance to the kids of the sister, the younger sister, instead of dividing it equally or at least more fairly, whatever that is, between the younger sister's siblings and the older brother's siblings?
I do think, first of all, you shouldn't listen to people that are not partial in this. Let's start at that place. So if your sister is saying, I have your back, it's because you're giving everything to her kids. So that's not a valid way to look at it. It's also the same way on the other side. And your parents are always try to keep the peace. So it's good that you came to us on Reddit to ask for a unbiased opinion on the situation. Here is my take. Good thing, it's your will. You can do whatever you want. If you want, you can give it to the homeless man around the corner who smokes crack because it's your will. If you want to, you can give it to the stripper you see every Sunday. I'm not going to say what I wanted to say. After the ceremony, you can give it to whoever you want to. So first of all, your brother is wrong for trying to pressure you into giving his kids the same equal amount of stuff. Why don't your brother build assets for his kids? Why is he banking on you? That's a better question. He should be focusing on his kids so they don't need your stuff to get ahead. I don't know his situation, but that's just a question. I do think in general, you have to always take into consideration into maybe giving them something. You don't have to give them anything. You can give them something, but you don't have a relationship with them. So there's nothing wrong here. It's up to your brother to build that relationship. It's up to him now to say, hey, you know what? I want my kids to also know their uncle. I'll have them talk to you, call you once in a while, FaceTime you, build that relationship. But a lot of times people don't want to interact. They only want to leech off others. They don't want to add value. This is the reverse of adding value. He wants to only extract value from you. He doesn't want to add his kids into your life because it maybe takes time. I don't know. Maybe the guy is poor. He can't afford an iPhone to FaceTime you. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. But at the end of the day, I think It's your will. You can do whatever you want to. If you only have a relationship with one side of the family, you give them whatever you want to. Or you can throw it up on the air. Say, screw you all. I'm gonna give the money to Double Thought show because they are such great guys. Where is the bank account? So we can transfer the money to Double Thought show. But that's, like I said, it's up to you. Back to you. You're on mute.
My bad. Yeah, I think you touched on a very good point.
As I always do.
Occasionally you hit, but
Hey,
that's also a joke.
I'm a
That's
former
also a joke,
baseball
guys.
player. I'm a former baseball player. If you hit out of 10 at bats, you hit 3 or 4 times, you're a legend. So
Yeah, I think what you said first, I agree with. You're blazed. I do believe you're blazed. But
I said I'm a baseball player, but okay.
yeah, okay, yeah, the blaze, yeah, okay, but
I guess you're the one who's blazed, but okay.
the reason why, no, you said you're a blaze ball, and then you said a baseball. I know exactly what I said. I know exactly what you said as well.
This is the lawyer. Jeez. Can't get a break.
Wait. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay.
You agree with me?
No, I disagree with you. Now I'm gonna find a reason why. No, I'll just play. But you know, KaiR, the bond between this dude and his little sister was a genuine bond.
Yeah.
Which led him
to make the choice.
To make the decision, to take the decision to, or at least make the decision to leave his inheritance, his estate over to his nieces, the kids of said little sister, younger sister. It's not like the sister thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to befriend him and I'm going to be friendly and I'm going to make sure we have a bond in order to manipulate. Maybe he did, I don't know, but I don't think that happened. It's just it was created naturally. First and foremost, as a man, to beg your brother to leave inheritance to you, you should be ashamed. You should be worried about your inheritance. You should be ashamed to ask another man and to call another man,
shaming
him. Yeah, you're shaming him. You're sign languaging him. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. We know what you voted for. Actually, your responsibility as the father of your children to first of all, make sure you raise good kids, give them the norms and values, and if you want to leave something behind, then you leave it for them. Your brother is not responsible
for your kids,
for leaving anything behind for you. Your brother can also choose to say, you know what, little sis, I promise you this, but I changed my mind. I'm just gonna blow everything on cocaine and hookers. like the dude they interviewed.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was a Powerball. He was so he has all, it's his stuff. So hey, that's why I don't fully agree with what you said, KaiR. I don't think you should go and create a bond with the kid, with his brother. Because if you're only going to connect back with your brother, so your brother can leave an inheritance behind for your kids, that's not the right motivation.
That's not right to do it. But if you want to do something, that's the only way you can do it.
Well, I think the motivation is wrong. I would never do it. I think that you should. I know why he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't. He okay. I get it. The older brother doesn't want to leave money behind. He wants to spend all on cocaine and hookers. That's what I think is the reason.
15.
Oh, those are your lucky numbers. Can I tell you what? Do you know your chances of winning?
Slim to none.
Slim to none. You're right. Let me tell you, it's 1 out of 292 million. What do you think about that?
I knew it.
You knew it. But your numbers are lucky, though. Am I right?
I hope so.
Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay. That's not good. We
Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
So he wants he. So I mean, he probably is not able to leave things behind for his kids, either because he couldn't. We don't know his circumstances. Maybe he can't. Maybe he's not disciplined enough. Maybe I don't know. He has a limitation. I don't know. But to then try to shame your little brother in order to convince him to leave his inheritance to your kids, that's not the way it goes.
That's a
It's
crazy.
not
That's
your
crazy.
brother's. It's not anyone's responsibility but yours. If you choose to want to leave, if you choose that you want to leave something behind for your kids, then you take of your kids. If your little brother decides that he wants to leave something behind for his sister kids because he doesn't have any kids, it's his business, and you should respect it. If he wants to spend everything, it's his business.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this is how a lot of family feuds or problems grow bigger, right? Because the nephews and nieces will now, because of the dad, is gonna say, "Hey, the uncle gave your niece everything," and they feel kind of shortened, or how you want to call it, displaced or whatever. They're gonna envy the other group of nieces and nephews, and they're not gonna be as friendly to them, and that's how the family grows apart, and it turns into sometimes even a bigger feud. They start hating each other only because of money. Money, 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 money. It's the worst thing. Anyway, Ajay, what do you have as comments?
Okay, yeah. If we go to the comments real quick, the top comments, the first one, not even going to pronounce it because it's very suspect. No, you are not wrong to not change your will. It's your money to distribute as you want. Why did this even come up in a conversation is a mystery. Why did your brother even find out about this? It should have been kept private.
I had that. That's also, I forgot to ask that question. Why are you talking about your will, my man?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. A gray witch agrees with the first one, saying absolutely. Is OP sick or something? His brother is older and he talks about wanting the little sister's kids to have a good start in life. He could live another 50 years. So a gray witch is saying, yo, you have money. You have 50 years to go. Why are you talking about your little kid's wife? Your little no, your little sister's wait, what? Your little
Wait, what? Your little kid's wife?
wait a minute.
Ooh.
Your little sister's kids. So the
Yeah.
gray witch is saying, hey, are you sick or something? You have sufficient time to live. Why are you thinking about leaving things behind for the kids?
Not
Some
only
people
that,
don't
you
understand,
you might
KaiR.
you might shoot up a club.
Yeah, but some people don't understand, kids
Oh,
are
see, I shouldn't
motivation.
have used that word. Shouldn't have used that.
It doesn't matter. But kids are motivation. You hear from a lot of parents that when they have kids, like they gain superpowers, right? because you have a little creature that you need to take care of, and then you hear like some amazing stories, incredible stories, people working triple shifts, people doing the impossible, gaining energy and strength where they didn't have it before to get things done. Because it's a very having kids is it's one kind. I mean, for certain people, it's a motivation, and so for the OP, it's also a motivation, because maybe he's thinking, okay, I'm working, maybe I have a good job, I have one house now, I might have 10 when all is said and done. And why am I need a purpose, why am I doing this for? And then he looks at his little nieces, kids of his sister, his little sister, and he's thinking, okay, I'll leave it for them. Then there's a reasoning, an emotional reason why he's waking up every day to go and do it. So um but yeah, a Grey Witches doesn't agree. He's like, she's like, okay, just go and spend it, you have enough time. So
Find you someone to go Ryan.
yeah,
Before you know it, you might get a kid. And this
yeah,
whole talk about leaving things behind is up in flames.
yeah.
Or maybe
And
he
that's it.
man. I think something dawned upon me.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anything else?
No, that was it. I will just wanna tell every one of you to remember to comment, rate the show by pressing the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification icon, but most importantly, remember to comment. We will pick the best comment in every show to mention it in the thought of the week segment of the show, of a future show. So if you have a hot take, please do not hesitate to let us know. With that being said, I think we can move forward to KR. Guys, this is just so you know. Yeah, yeah. KR and I are just having like we're just messaging, sending some messages, making some jokes that is not appropriate for YouTube. YouTube is you need to stay civil, but
PG.
yeah, you
You
need to
just
stay
say
PG. But
PG.
hey, we're working on building the platform. So once that is done, it's going to be a platform where our own platform where we can talk more freely. So when that is done, definitely you will be able to share those type of jokes with us as well, with you as well. So if you want to, keep engaged and remain a part of this community, if you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit the notification icon. KR, let's move to the next one.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go to the next part of the show, which is the second topic of the day. Diddy's lawyers claiming Cassie's video was edited. What did I tell you, RJ Wet, that this guy's gonna sink the whole ship? This guy is gonna sink the whole ship. For those who might have missed the video, I don't have the video straight up here. It's gonna be only frames. For those who haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's a crazy frame where you're seeing him mollywhopping Cassie and dragging her back into the room. I mean, this is crazy. You have to be on something to actually if you're is this is your legal strategy, you must be on something, because ain't no way you're gonna go into court and claim that it was edited. Let's talk about the story itself. So the prosecutors are arguing that the footage proves Diddy's dangerous behavior, while the defense insists it tells a different story entirely. The story that they're trying to tell, Diddy's defense attorneys have pushed back, claiming that the video was edited to create a false narrative. They argued that the full unedited footage contradicts the prosecution's claim and shows a domestic dispute, not evidence of any trafficking. Let's address the elephant in the room, RJ.
Yeah.
That footage is undeniably disturbing.
Yeah. For a couple of reasons. If we go back to the frame you had a frame where Cassie was laying on the ground and he
This
was
one.
standing. Yeah, that one, I think. Yeah. Okay. This is disturbing for so many reasons. First, I mean, this is context, but Cassie wasn't sleeping, right? He threw her to the ground. So that's the first one. This is disturbing for that reason. He did that in front of a camera. So he's in a hotel room. You know that there are cameras everywhere. That means you don't care. That means
Yeah.
you think you're so above the law that you can do whatever you want and there will be no consequences. And last but not least, I just because this is disturbing because the towel and the socks don't match. If you look at the towel and the
That's not
socks and you wasn't we can assume that he was wearing because he was running behind Cassie. So we could assume that he was wearing the socks already. So he was walking around only with his socks on. It's a bit disturbing. That maybe that's just me, but
I think he has a better chance claiming that it's not Diddy who did the kicking because Diddy always matches everything.
exactly. And it's not all white.
It's all white, so it couldn't be Diddy. If
Yeah.
it's not all white, you must say goodbye.
Yeah. And listen, what the opposition is saying is true. In my opinion. That footage specifically it only showcases violence. It only showcases DA. But the question is, and we don't know because we don't have the answer. We don't have access to all the files. But the question is, does the prosecution have evidence that supports the other charges? Because in any court case, you can have multiple things that you're alleging, right? Or you want to tell a story. Sometimes you can use one evidence to corroborate the whole story, or two evidence, for example. For example, you have a contract saying that a house needs to be built by this time, and then you have a picture of the property without the house with a newspaper of the time that the house was supposed to be built. Then you're like, hey, I prove my point, right? But if you are being charged with multiple things, and this isn't the Cassie civil lawsuit because that was settled, but if you have a lot of things going on, then there are a lot of elements to the case, then usually there are a lot. If you have a case with various aspects and elements and various claims, usually you use various exhibits to support your claims, right? Evidence. So you can use an invoice to support something here, and a contract to support something there, and video footage to support something there, and WhatsApp conversations to support something here. And that's how it's built. So if the prosecution's claim of trafficking is based on this video, then I agree. It's a bit weak. But I doubt that this is the only thing that exists.
Yeah, that's why they raided their homes to get that footage for trafficking or whatever other information they have. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Drake needs to ask Drake needs to ask permission from the judge to to obtain documents from Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and UMG, and to conduct various legal actions. Not the feds, though. Well, maybe they do,
they
but
just
they
they
get
just
it
run
more
up.
easy.
They just run up.
They do actually. So technically, they do, but I mean, it's a different kind. Man. It's like, hey Bobby, how are you? Oh, you were horrible yesterday at golf, man. When you were at the 9, it was terrible, man. Hey, listen, I need to invade. I need. Yeah, sure, man. Take care.
Put it on paper so I can sign it.
Yeah, just don't Bobby Womack my wife. Okay, great. And then
Oh man, no, but it's crazy. So this is the thing. I do agree with you on the fact that this footage which we saw is edited. Let's be clear, because you're seeing 3 different angles in the video, or 2. You see him running through the hallway, you see her standing here, and then through the hallway. So it's been edited into sequence, into consequently how it played
because
out.
there are various cameras, various.
Yes. So that means it's edited. It's been
Yeah.
spaced together into one story.
Yeah.
I don't know whether if it's unedited, of the unedited version will show Cassie squabbling up. That would be crazy, by the way.
Yeah. I
That
don't think
would
that
be
was the type of relationship.
crazy.
Yeah, no.
I don't think either. But that would be crazy if that's if they edited out Cassie standing ready to punch him back. But yeah. So it's technically he's right what he's saying, but I doubt whether there's video of a, because they're alluding that to a back and forth. Like there was like a back and forth. She was defending herself, and that's why he had to go. By the way, that's a crazy defense. I had to go overboard because she was defending herself. I was trying to slap her. She tried to defend herself. That's why I had to do what I did. Because that's what he's trying to say. Not directly, but if you're saying it's unedited, that means that she tried to defend herself. That's why you overreacted. Bro, that's
Okay. So what you're saying is that could be the only explanation. No, the only acceptable defense that Diddy can use is what you're saying.
That's what they are alluding. If you say it's unedited, that means and there is a back and forth, that means that she tried to defend herself and you had to karate chop her. Which
Yeah, but
means
remember, KaiR. Self-defense is when there's an imminent danger or risk of danger.
she was trying to defend herself in that situation. He was attacking her. She tried to defend herself, and that's why he had to punt her head. There's no other way you can explain. If you're going to say it's unedited, how will you explain the same sequence of events if she's defending herself?
Who's saying that it's unedited?
There is people.
Okay. But in the edited video, you can see him running behind him and then grabbing him.
And then grabbing her and
yeah. So if it's what you're saying is the only reason why you think they would think of saying that it's unedited is because they want to show that in the video Cassie struck first.
Maybe I don't know, but I do agree with you on the fact that if it's trafficking that's they're trying to defend, yeah, you're not gonna find it in this one. But you cannot do trafficking
Unless,
through video.
yeah, unless trafficking is dragging someone from the elevator to the room.
Back to the room. Yo, this I don't know, man. I
But
don't know.
let me just say this. Let me
A
just say this,
stretch.
KaiR. Let me just say this, KaiR. Even if Cassie struck first, what we do see is that Cassie was standing with her back to the elevator, or at least was waiting on the elevator, and that at least in the last part, the footage you showed a while ago, this is the last footage you showed.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy grabbed her by the shoulders from the back and threw her to the ground. So she wasn't facing him.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to say self-defense, not, I don't want to say impossible, but it's very difficult to successfully claim self-defense if someone has her back towards you. If someone strikes you, walks away, and you go and strike that person, that's not self-defense. That's,
Yeah, I do agree with you on that.
What?
I
Yeah, you
do
agree.
agree
Yeah,
with you on that.
that's not
It's the
self-defense. So, and we can see in one footage, we can see him throwing her to the ground. And then in another footage,
So-
we can see him kicking her while she was laying on the ground with her back towards him.
yeah. I think this is a nonsensical defense. You cannot prove that. It's gonna be a crazy defense if you're saying it was a back and forth, and then in addition to that, you also say it doesn't prove trafficking. Of course, it doesn't. It proves the video is not to prove trafficking. It's to prove that he's a violent person. And
Yeah.
I think this is mainly around the part of the bill. So I don't think they're gonna run this this same play. I hope not. They're not. I hope they don't run this play when May comes, because that would be a crazy way to try to explain this whole thing.
Yeah. Agree.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments. Do you have anything else to say?
Nothing else to say.
Let us know in the comments what you think about this. Is the defense trying to put a Hail Mary? Is the lawyer also known as Aaron Rodgers? Let us know in the comments what you think. This case is bigger than one video. It's about accountability, justice, power dynamics in celebrity culture. Whether you support Diddy or think he should remain in bars, we want to hear your voice. Let's keep the conversation respectful, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. We'll be picking some of the best comments to feature in our next video. Make sure you share your hottest take, RJ.
Yes. Something you said. Yeah. You said something that I just wanna. You said something. What did you say, man? Any case, don't forget, guys, to comment. It was a good one, KaiR. I hate it. I'm gonna. Anyways, guys,
Say what?
I don't remember what you said. That's the whole thing.
Oh, I said. Let me see.
No. You're not gonna say it because it was something you said prior to. So you said it like 2 minutes ago, and I wanted to react, but I didn't want to interrupt you. So I said, okay, I'll wait until the end. But hey, it is what it is. Things happen.
It is.
Hey, guys,
Diddy is lucky today.
Yeah. All jokes aside, guys. Yeah, because I don't want to get any comments saying idiot. We'll be highlighting some of the best comments in our show, as KaiR said. So don't forget to let us know if you have a hot take. Don't forget as well to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's close out today's show with the usual short thoughts, which we didn't do on Monday because Monday was a pretty good show. We talked about Drake and his two lawsuits. The show was so good that we thought we need to keep it going talking about that topic because it's a very complicated situation there. So, guys, go check out that show. But before we start today's short thought, is where we give our short opinions, responses on commonplace situations and trending topics. And today, we're gonna open up with the meme coin craze. It's turning into the wildest social experiment. Let's take a look. Fair use.
Social experiment of all time is happening right before our eyes and nobody's talking about it. So everyone knows that crypto is going crazy right now, right? And along with crypto going crazy, these things called meme coins are also going nuts. They're essentially just pyramid schemes that you invest in and hope to take other people's money. They have absolutely zero real value. But the thing with this is that there's this platform right here that lets anybody create a coin with zero experience. It genuinely takes less than 60 seconds to make your own coin. But what's happening here is that people on this platform who create these coins can live stream. And really what this turned into is a social experiment seeing how far people will go for money. Like this man right here who live streamed himself on the toilet saying he will stay on the toilet until the coin hits a $50 million market cap, which is not easy to do. Or this guy right here who said he's going to be homeless until his coin hits a $50 million market cap. Another guy who locked himself in a cage and had milestones for what he would do at what market cap. And other people who are threatening animals and themselves. And realistically, 99% of these coins are rug pulls where you put your money in and the creator of the coin takes all that money out at once. But really the only thing this is showing us is how much people will humiliate themselves for money. And it's honestly sad to see people go to these lengths just for a couple dollars. But unfortunately, this is just the time we're living in. So if you want to learn how to become a real content creator without selling your soul or humiliating yourself, follow me right there. The greatest
You're on mute.
Go back to the last fragment, just the last fragment.
I can go back. We have to play the whole thing again.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't play it. Just go back.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. Fetty.cal said the dude version of OnlyFans. Prove me wrong.
Oh man.
Enough said. Enough said.
He might be right on that one. I might have to like his. I might have to like his comment. This is the male version of OnlyFans, where we humiliate
yourself for money.
Yeah, that's exactly OnlyFans. Actually, that's where they do everything for $1, $150.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, 150. 150.
You can see the putanga for 150. 90 cents. Yo, you know how crazy it is when someone can purchase a picture of your girl's putanga for 90 cents. Yo, go find God, man. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Huh?
They'll tell you it's 99 cents. And if you want an upgrade and pay 50 cents more, you can get it. Oh man, you can get it STD free.
Or you can see we are PG. So let's continue. So this is I do think this is a very bad sequence of events because people will the crazy part is these coins don't always result. They cannot rug pull some of them because of the lack of liquidity in these these coins. So if there's not enough cash in it, there was, for example, I've seen a couple of these situations where these guys are have like 20 million. But because of illiquidity, they can pull anything out. So you have a shit coin that's worth 20 million in total in cap space, but there is not enough money in relation for you to pull it out. It's wild. It's wild. You
Yeah,
might
it's
be right. It's all fictitious, and people are doing everything. This is what Matrix 3 is about. People start making their own Matrix.
Yeah.
Even Matrix 3 is the creation of Matrix.
Yeah. And Matrix 4 is the bastard child. That was a terrible
Whatever
movie.
they're gonna make. I don't know. I don't hope they make it. 3 was already shitty.
They made 4. It's terrible.
Wait a sec. My bad. It was what I mean was 4 was the creation. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay,
said 3.
Matrix
My bad.
4,
I'm so yes. The 4 is the creation of the old Matrix.
yeah.
4 is bad. 3 was good. 3 was a good continuation to the second one. Let me put it that way. But 4 was it's a write-off. It's someone had to write off their taxes, so they were like, you know what? let's throw this in there. Let's throw the money in here. Let's invest in Keanu. Keanu needs a new house. Let's throw him some dollars so he can build a new house.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's destroy the franchise. Luckily, they didn't do it, but anyway, guys, please don't do this. Don't do this. Anything else to say?
Nothing else. Let's go to the next one. Just one thing, guys. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon as well. Last but not least, your comments are important, so drop them to have a chance to get mentioned in a future show.
Yes. The next one will be, can Jay-Z find himself with the Diddy karma? And you got to ask yourself, what is the Diddy karma? Yeah. Diddy has been followed by, of course, all these allegations. But don't forget, people have been saying Diddy have been doing people wrong for the longest. Business-wise. Giving people bad contracts, not paying people. Apparently, he was almost breaking up with Biggie by the time he was popped. He was very close to leaving the label, Biggie, because of the contract disputes they had. So Diddy has been building up the Diddy karma, what is basically such bad karma throughout the years that at this point, he can turn it around. People wish him jail, even if he didn't do anything. People want to just see him crash and burn. The question is Jay-Z building that as well? Or is it the opposite? Let's take a look. By the way, first of all, I'm going to open up of a former friend of his claiming the wildest thing. We are here about accountability, but let's look what this friend has to say about Jay-Z. Fair use.
Who's the hardest to forgive?
Who's the hardest to forgive?
Yeah, in your entire life. Who's the hardest person to forgive?
Shit, Jay. We come from here, bro. Me and Jay, we come from here. 7, 8 years old, 4th grade, 5th grade.
And where was the location? For those that don't know, Marcy Project, right?
Yeah, we come from Marcy. You know, I'm going to school one day and I see him, and I noticed that his way of path to school is the same path as mine, and we leaving out the same building.
Are you older than Jay-Z at the time? Y'all the same age?
I'm 6 months older.
Got you. So yeah. Same age, pretty much.
Yeah. So just right then and there, man, I seen how I used to hang with this other young guy. Shit, he was like my role model, same age, but he was much more tougher than me, much more street than me. Right? He was much more street than me, and I'm much more knowledgeable, and just taught me how to conduct myself. And this is going to public school, because we had to walk through gang territory. And they used to harass us all the time if we ain't deep. You know what I mean? We ain't got a bunch of us walking to school together. But every time you look around the corner, they got 5 or 6 dudes on the fence going in their pocket, taking their little munch money. And guess who's on the fence? Jay. Jay, one of them on the fence. And then my man used to always be like, yo, that ain't gonna be us. You understand? That's never gonna be us. Until one day they really stopped us. My man showed me how to, my man just flipped out on them. Like he flipped out to show them that he wasn't scared, and the shit went in reverse. Like they really didn't press us. They end up saying, yo, B, you okay, and you could get through here, nobody gonna bother you. And he like, yeah, this is my cousin too, and he getting the same flavor, this and that, right? So with him telling them that, I see, what I'm saying, I end up telling Jay that, because Jay from my building. I'm like, yo, bro, walk to school with me, man, so they won't be fucking with you. And that's how from there, we just took off,
like real childhood friendship.
Yo, when you young like that and y'all come up like that, then as I'm coming up, it's beginning. It's not my man, that's my little brother. You get what I'm saying? That's my little brother at this point now when we coming up in the hood. Because now we more protective of our set, our community, our little three buildings. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna come over here and mess with us. So now I'm protective of them.
He left me behind.
Yeah.
I'll play another clip. You tell me if this clip, if Jay is speaking the truth in this clip. Fair use.
When you hear people's gripe against me, it's always about what I didn't do for them. They don't say I did anything to them. They said I didn't do something for them. When you hear people's gripe against me, it's always about what I didn't do for them. They don't say I did anything to them. They said I didn't do something for them.
If you think about it, that's usually the story of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He didn't help Dame. He cut off Dame. He should have taken Dame with him to the next level. He didn't take the artist with him.
But depending on what it is, you can do both, right? You can do something to some person by not doing something to that person. For that person. For example, you and I have a business partnership, and then I get a chance to go, let's say I get an opportunity, and I can say, okay, KaiR, let's go. We have an opportunity, but I'll say, no, okay, I'm just going to say anything because I have a new opportunity. Don't want to maybe split the proceeds, or I want to do things, whatever. I don't talk to you about it. I just go, right? I don't depend. You can formulate the same thing in two different ways. You can say RJ didn't take me with him, or you can say RJ turned his back on me because we were working towards something, and then from one day to the other he just disappeared. So it depends on what it is you're talking about. I have heard Jay-Z said something, and it is relatable though, which is some people are not ready to go to the next level. What got you to what got you to the first level is not what you need to get to the second level. What got you to the 5th grade is not going to get you to the 6th grade. It's not going to get you to the 7th grade. You just need to keep on learning, keep on developing different skills, and not all people can do that. But I think it can be both. It can be that these people, these friends, didn't continue elevating with him, but you hear a lot of stories of Jay-Z. These are not stories, rumors. A lot of rumors, and are rumors true or no? We don't know. But a lot of the rumors have to do like it almost come across as if Jay-Z is a very sneaky person. So if he can boycott you sneakily, he will. So you might have a deal, or you might have I think there was something in the NFL.
It was Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri said it.
Jermaine Dupri had the Rock Nation deal in front of him. Jay told him not to do it. And Jay
not to do the Super Bowl, right?
No, the deal, the Rock Nation deal. where basically he would be the curator of the people who are performing, and turned around and Rock Nation got that deal after Jermaine Dupri dropped it.
So if I have to use a if I have to use a Cat Williams term, you Steve Harvey them.
Yes, he did. It would be a Steve Harvey situation.
Alleged Steve Harvey, because although we know that the producer said it, we have no confirmation.
I'll say who said it. Let me search the. Let me look it up real quick. This is where we heard it from. So if you're suing anyone, Steve, please sue these guys. Don't sue us because we had nothing to do with it. Fair use.
My guy.
Yeah. That's
he was
deep.
in, he was in Who's the Man with us.
Yeah. Who's the man? And this is before he became who he ultimately.
But he never changed.
Mm.
After the Kings of Comedy, Bernie never changed, bro.
Wow.
Bernie didn't let Hollywood or success or anything go to his head. He was always the Mac man.
I heard he still lived in Chicago.
Yeah, bro. Bernie he's an original, man.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of cats scared to go after him on the stage.
Yeah, massive. I mean, I know he kind of alluded, or I've heard you kind of allude to what happened between him and Steve.
Well, that's what all I can say is what Bernie told me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was upset with Steve because he said Steve tried to get him taken off for the Oceans movie.
Oceans 11?
Yeah, and tried to vie for his part after he already got hired. Wow. And
Bernie used
me. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. He was my friend. I loved him, man. I love.
Yes, man. So this is the source. We're not making it up. Can't sue us. You can blow your money in a lawsuit, but I don't think you get anything out of it. So keep the money, put it in a trust fund for your kids. It's all good.
Yeah.
By the way, the daughter's phone number, you can pass it on to me as well while you're at it.
Hey man, I think that to answer the question, can Jay-Z find himself in a Diddy situation? There have been
in a Diddy karma.
Yeah, Diddy
Not
karma.
a Diddy situation. Diddy situation
Diddy
is totally
karma.
different.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. But some people are even accusing him of being involved in one way, shape, or form in a Diddy situation, right? KR, you remember remember there was I don't know where to find it anymore. I don't know if it's on, I don't think it would be on YouTube because maybe it's on World Star. But there was this video where they were interviewing him and there were two women next to him. Getting busy.
Naked.
Getting busy.
Yeah, that's a very old one. That's a very old one. That's the 90s. Yeah.
So isn't that a freak off? Can that be considered freak off? But then again, freak offs are not.
That would be Dre. Dre would then also be into a freak off situation because they also have. I mean, it was a '90s thing to drop your own Cineflix. Let's call it that way.
Yeah. I think
you're
Snoop
rapping
also
and people banging, getting banged out to the left of you. You're standing there with a heart in your pants. You can do nothing.
Yeah.
The heck are we doing?
You
having to watch, was crazy.
And you having to watch your girlfriend. And when she gets home, she'll tell you, "I told you I was a video vixen," and so.
Yo, oh my God, yo, blue balls to the max. Yeah. You're standing there rapping. Bim, bim. You next to you.
So,
what the heck?
But I think that
is crazy.
I do think that Jay-Z has built a lot of an animosity, but it could also be jealousy. To be fair,
yeah.
So we don't know what it is. But I guess if Jay-Z starts falling down, the stories will become more and more public. The stories of Diddy have been going on for a while. Jay-Z not so much. Maybe he's an a-hole. So his stories, right? Maybe he's an a-hole according to the stories. He might go behind your back to get a deal done, but to go behind your back to get himself done, that hasn't been that has never been a rumor. So I think, yeah, but who knows, man?
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments. Do you think Jay-Z can find himself in a Diddy karma? Diddy-like karma? Let us know in the comments what you think. The best comment will be shared or discussed in one of our future videos. So please don't forget to share your thoughts and share your hottest take. RJ.
Yes. Well, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching and listening. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification icon. Share the video with your friends, your family, and your enemies. And also don't forget to comment. Remember, we've been highlighting the comments, the best comments, the hottest comments. So if you have a good take, hot take, or you think you do, please feel free to drop it in a respectful way, but don't be afraid to be critical. And you might just have a chance to be selected for future show's comment of the week. We'll see each other in the next one. Till next time.
Peace.
Deuces.